Hello, Chris here, and today I'm going to talk about something cool. I'm going to talk about an easy process for basically making Christmas ornaments using your UV printer. In this case, mostly aimed at using the eufy E1 printer. I don't have mine yet, but it's just the process I'm going to talk about that you can probably easily use. And what we're going to be really discussing is how to do this using AI. So we're going to create an AI prompt. I'm going to show you how to then run that prompt, um, and then how to then, when you get the results, to refine that AI generated images to get what you want, because it won't be perfect. Usually when you do the AI, it may not be exactly what you want. It could come out the way you want, you like it, but we'll talk about just the refining and then just the process, for going in. How do you then take that and then make it into an ornament? So I'll discuss some different ways to do that, um, and things like that. And there's a couple different ways I'll show, and just resources at the end, just some different resources. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. And without further ado, let's go to look at our AI. I'll be using Gemini, but you can use Copilot, whatever you have. If you're paying for something, you can use that to do the prompt thing. I use Gemini because I have a Google account and it's free, so you can do a lot of generation with your Google account. So, and it works really well. So I'll show that, and you can check that out and see if that works for you, or you can use whatever tool you have. Before I get to the AI prompt, first we're going to start here at looking at an ornament shape and dimensions to use. So this is Hobby Lobby. You can look on Amazon, Michael's, for the wood shapes to see which would work best. I'm as dimensions wise, so I'm using this dimension here. So let's go to the prompt, and for the prompt generation, I'm using Google Gemini, but you can use whatever other AI tool you have. I don't know how great Gemini is at doing prompts itself, but image generation, it's really good. That's why I'm using it. Really, is for the image generation. It uses Nano Banana. Try and say that 5 times fast. Nano Banana. And that's its image generator. It's really been good, so that's why I'm using it here. But like I said, the prompt itself, you can have, whatever other tool create it. So I just have a basic couple sentences I use for creating the prompt. You can use whatever you think might work better, but it's a simple little thing. I just gave it some of the information I want, like 1400 DPI UV printer file images. Now, it's not going to produce a file that goes into your UV printer like the eufy make E1. We're not going to have a specific file type. It's going to be an image, but we can use that image because the AI doesn't have access to generate those kind of proprietary files types. So if you see here, we'll be doing a full color print on flat wood cut Christmas ball shape ornaments. Flat is in there, and then the sizes that we looked at earlier on the Hobby Lobby site. And I'm going to be using an uploaded photo. You don't have to have an uploaded photo as a part, but I thought it would be great to use a photo, family photo or family pet. So then I have said to have options for different themes and shapes, and also have a blank for personalization and text. So this is what it created. Go through all when it creates a prompt and look at the details and make sure that's exactly what you want. Here's the dimensions, the resolution, and file format, which PNG is the best for them, for the AI that I've seen for generating in this case. And they have the size right. So photo integration, things like that, themes options as well as shapes and personalization. Now this is kind of the blank or the generated, and you can't just have it that I know of to, ask you these questions. So you want to copy down here. There's a way to copy the response, which is the prompt it created, and then put it into like notes or notepad or Word document or whatever you, so then that you can have it as the template and then make a copy of that and make the changes accordingly, like for the personalization and the text and stuff. So I've done that and actually run ran it. So I used, of course, Google Gemini to do the image. This is the image that I uploaded, which is a beagle, a dog that I had growing up, who's no longer alive, but I thought I'd use it for making a ornament. So, and you can see most of these are the same. It isn't anything. It just gives you the specifics of the sizes and stuff, and then the photo integration. And before I go to the thing, and I said classic vintage Christmas as my theme, and the personalization I have here, Scrappy Dog 1984, that's when he was born, an elegant script, white, and here it is, printed out, or generated, as I should say. So it's generated really nicely, and it can be used here. And then I told it, with AI too, the things is you might not get what you're looking for or correct, or you might want to make changes to it. So that's where we have to tell it how to change. And sometimes that's, it takes some prompting to change it over time to get what you want. Sometimes it comes out great and you like it. So I just wanted to change the theme to see how that looks to a rustic country Christmas. And it gives me this with kind of a tartan and some wood signs. And then I said, hey, add Santa and a drawing of Santa or color drawing of Santa. And as you can see, it did that. So I have that, and then I said change theme to a whimsical Christmas. So I really wanted to do that as my next one, and I did that. So it's come out really cool. So now that you have this, I wanted to go into some other things additionally that you can do. And we're just going to touch really lightly on that because you can buy, like I said, the Hobby Lobby already pre-cut ornament, or on Amazon or wherever you can buy them already pre-cut, and then you can just print directly on those in the Eufy Make Studio. But I also, for those who have lasers, the easiest way is to have the wood, buy some Baltic birch 3mm, and what we do there, I can bring over Lightburn into here, we would create cut lines. We'll create cut lines and we'll have targets. So this is using a print and cut feature, which is a Lightburn thing. So what we'll do is we'll create this thing, this image here, and export it to bring it as an SVG. Export it as an SVG, and we'll bring it into Eufy Make Studio. So then we can line everything up. So let's see that. Okay. In Eufy Make, I've brought it in. You can see I already brought in our two ornaments that I wanted, and I've lined them up into the cut line here. So when I go to print this, what I'm going to do it was I would delete this cut line, this blue, when I print, and then I'll keep the targets, and then when I bring it into the laser, easy enough just to tell it, hey, do the cuts, the blue cuts. And I'll use the print and cut where you use these alignment tools, these to align it in the laser, and then we'll cut it out exactly. And you'll have your ornament made. So that's a really easy thing to do. As far as I said, resources is like you can look up, Hobby Lobby or Amazon or stuff for some of these different things. For pre-cut ornaments that you can just print on. Or like I said, you can use Lightburn in order to cut your own out after you've printed. You can do it the opposite way. You can cut them out with your laser and then try to line it up. It might be a little more challenging. I like doing it the other way, printing it and then cutting it with the laser and lining it up with the print and cut feature, because that, to me, I've had great success in doing a lot of different things that way. So that's what I'd recommend. And any additional other resources I think that are pertinent, I'll put in the description of this video. So thank you for watching this quick using AI to generate. I think there is a Facebook group that Carl Fisher of the Tinkerverse has started for AI for laser cutting. If you're want to be using laser AI for doing laser cutting or laser engraving, those type of things, or just AI in general, you can learn a lot from that. So I'll also put a link for that as well. But thank you for watching again, and remember to share this video, like this video, subscribe.